That's what Sam was talking about.
Okay. Alright, so in this video I'm sharing some clips from the recent and final horse show for me this year in Clayle, Washington at the Washington State Horse Park. And I brought both horses along. I brought Junior and Whiskey. So in this you're going to see some clips mostly from Junior. I'm sharing some of the Whiskey actual runs on my channel so you can see them there. This was a sweet little clip just about how I have to do everything in twos, which just, you know, added double hay, double grain, double buckets, double water, double tack, double stands, all of the things that is required with bringing two horses to a show, which was kind of one of the lessons from this event of taking both of them along, was managing my time between the both of them. And that was something that I really wanted to test out in kind of a low-key way. So the first night I brought Whiskey to the main pen. We warmed up a little bit outside in one of the bigger outdoor pens before we headed into the main indoor. And this was just a couple of little clips on him. He did great this show. Our first run out was a 71. He was really dialed in. We didn't have big heat problems this time to be combating or anything. This was just a shot of this massive arena. It was big. It was actually so large it was difficult as a competitor to gauge the size of your circles and using your full arena and making your middle marker. That was a tricky one. I actually had a held score for review, and we think it was from the middle marker. So this is just a little clip of Junior. I rode him 3 times while we were there. Sometimes it was on a day that I was going to have to show, but I tried to keep them staggered so that I could manage my my competitive level, you know, not to give all of my energy and effort into the horse that wasn't getting shown. I was really proud of Junior. He's young, he's spunky, he's opinionated, kind of in a good way. He's hard to get focused sometimes, and with all of this atmosphere, and it was very, very windy, he did really good. The very first day, it took us like 5 or 6 minutes to get kind of over the whole wind and everything. But as far as the sights, like, he didn't spook at anything flapping or banners or the tractor or the loudspeaker, people walking by, nothing like that. He was actually more concerned about the other horse traffic in the arena, which he does get a little bit responsive about it, even just at lessons. I mean, at home, I'm usually riding alone or with one other horse, so that was something that I really wanted to be able to bring him to the show prior in an environment like this, just so he can be around other horses. He spooked at a horse sliding at him. I was laughing. He spooked at reiners doing reining things, but that's all part of seeing the sights and getting prepared to be a show horse. Junior and I are heading out for a lunging session today. I've rode him the last 2 days in a row, and he's been really good. And today I actually had to show Whiskey twice, so it's just a little bit hard to squeeze in getting with Junior rode as well. So he is going to have just a little break today, get out and move around and lunge, see a different arena, so that'll be good for him. He's also going to get some body work done when we're complete with the lunging. And then tomorrow I'll be able to ride him again. I think we're going to head out onto a trail. I did notice this morning that he's less pushy and nosy, just getting his stall clean. So I'm really looking forward to the length of this show being what it is, and how he's going to take to all of it at the end. This will be really good for him to be gone for so long and see what it's like to be a show horse. So yes, we're just gonna go get his legs stretched a little. So Junior actually did really well. He did better than I was expecting. He didn't have any sort of run around craziness and farting and leaping and any of that. He just kind of looked around, and I had to push him a little bit to get him to keep going, which is a little bit unusual for him, but that's kind of a good thing. It's going to show that the longer he's here, the more he's kind of getting his head screwed on straight and realizing what his job is, and so that's really exciting. So one thing that I did want to share just on bringing a young horse to a show that I've experienced as an amateur, a non-professional, with a show horse, and then another one that I'm trying to get brought along. Aside from the obvious of like, oh, you have to bring 2 things and you know, manage time to work with 2 different horses and stuff like that, is kind of what I've experienced, the schedule of it. So I'm entering the same classes that I normally would with Whiskey, and then I kind of have to pick when I can fit Junior in with that. So like today, I don't really have the time to fit him in. Like I could, but I'm also trying to be aware of my fatigue level and where I'm at emotionally, and what I can handle and bring to the table to offer both my horses. So that's partly why I opted for Junior to just get lunch today and then get his body work, so I can focus on Wiz, because I have another ride with him this afternoon still. And then tomorrow I only ride Wiz in the later evening non-pro derby class, so I can ride Junior in the morning. So that is just something I wanted to share as a consideration when you're bringing more than one horse, particularly one that you're competing with and one that you're just giving them the sights for. The other part of that is just, again, time management, how you're getting your stalls cleaned, keeping them both watered, and just all of that extra kind of stuff that you know about, but it's just another thing to think about when you're actually doing it. So I'm excited to see what the next couple of days bring for Junior, and I think he's really starting to figure some of this out. I've been really proud of him. In fact, he hasn't really spooked at anything around banners, trees, you know, flapping things, nothing like that. He's been more afraid of some of the other horses sliding at him and the traffic and coming up his tail, but that's a big reason why he's here, is so that he can figure all that kind of stuff out before he's expected to go be a show horse next year. So yeah. So our really great body worker Sierra worked on Junior. He had some kind of typical spots that are usually a problem area for him. Additionally, he had to deal with other horse show type things, like standing in the cross ties, getting bayed. This is things that he does do at home sometimes, but of course we're at a new environment here, so learning some patience. I thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and also please don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you never miss any of my videos.